Welcome, I'm Patricia Preston, the 4-H agent from Marion County. Today we'll be making our beef stew that's found on page 13 of our Healthy Habits cooking manual. So, for your ingredients, you'll have your 3 1/3 cups of water, 1 quart of beef stock, 1 pound of beef cubed, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 small onion diced, 5 carrots sliced, 6 stalks of celery diced, 2 tablespoons of oil, 2 medium potatoes peeled and cubed. You'll also have your 1/4 cup plus 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 cup of peas, your Worcestershire sauce here. And lastly, you'll have your 2 teaspoons of garlic powder and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Now, we'll start cooking. For the first step for today's dish, we're gonna brown our beef. So what you're gonna do is make sure you add it into the kettle or the pot that you're using. It's very important that you make sure it's browned on all 4 sizes to make sure it's fully cooked through. Just be very careful and monitor your temperature on the stove. And for the majority of our what we're using today for our ingredients, we're coming from our protein group, which is our beef, and we also have our vegetables. We have our carrots, our celery, our onions, our peas, as well as our potatoes. So we're gonna let this brown and we'll be right back. So now that our beef is brown, make sure that your meat looks like this. We're gonna add in our seasoning. We're gonna add in our salt and our pepper. So just sprinkle it over. And next you're gonna add in your 1 quart of your beef stock. Be very careful when you're pouring it in, okay? And once that's in, we're gonna go ahead and make sure that you mix it in to just spread out your seasoning, okay? Now that we've done that, we're gonna cover and we're gonna let it simmer, okay? And while that's simmering, we're gonna go ahead and saute our vegetables. So now we're gonna go ahead and saute our vegetables. One most important thing is when you are using a skillet, make sure you have the handle turned away from you when you're adding in your ingredients, okay? So let's get started. The key to when you're actually sauteing your vegetables, make sure that we're softening our vegetables and we're not frying them, okay? So just be very careful. Move in your bowl and add in all of your vegetables. So once you have them all in, make sure you're just moving around and make sure it's just cooking, okay? You don't want it to burn. And we're gonna go ahead and saute them and we'll be right back to our next step. So now that we've been letting our beef cook, we're gonna add in our potatoes. Just make sure you be careful when adding it so it doesn't splash, okay? And you're just gonna stir that around in there. While that is actually cooking, we're gonna add in our 1/3 cup of water to our flour. And this is gonna create that thickening to our beef stew. So just mix it around, just be very careful. And once you've gotten into this paste like this, what you're gonna do is just go ahead and add it into the pot, okay? And once it's in, just make sure you mix it, stir it all the way in, and we're just gonna make sure get it thickened, okay? Now that that's good, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add in our peas. And next, we're going to add in our sauteed vegetables. Look how beautiful and lovely our celery looks. And we're going to go ahead and add that into the pot. Just be very careful. Once that's in, make sure you just stir up your vegetables. And next, we're going to go ahead and add in our water. Remember, you have 3 cups that's going in here, okay? Just be very careful when pouring it. And after that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in our Worcestershire sauce. And we're going to add in our garlic and our onion powder, okay? And just continue to stir. And once you have it all stirred in, continue to let it simmer. And we'll be right back with our finished product. Now that our beef stew has finished, this is what your finished product should look like. It was great cooking it, and I hope that you're able to enjoy this recipe, and you cook about 6 servings. Thank you for tuning in.